We are Ben and Brandy. Last week we started a project to convert our 16-foot box truck into the ultimate off-grid camping rig to take on our adventures across the country. Today we'll show you our budget generator setup.
Okay, so I'm working on the generator here. It's a Champion dual fuel, propane and gas, and I'm putting it in my box truck build motorhome, which is already pre-cut for a big Onan diesel, but that's not what I'll have in here. I went to O'Reilly's and I bought this 90-degree elbow that's a 1 3/4 inner diameter, and it fits on here. Basically, you have this little flange here with a spark arrestor, so that goes on there, and then this piece goes on there, and that's what holds it together, and that just goes inside of there like that. But I'm going to take this and put that on there just like so, and then I'm going to tack weld it on with my welder, and that should allow me to mount that little thing right there. So, see what I can do here. Okay, so we're going to take the edge of this and just clean it up just a little bit so my welds hold a little better. Clean that edge up just a little bit so your welds stick good. So the longer I've been thinking on it, the more I'm questioning the length. I want to make sure there's going to be enough room of clearance. Boy, am I glad I checked it. That is entirely too long. I was afraid of that. Okay, so you can see there's some gap there. I might be able to fill that with a weld. Now, a flare tool would be the proper way. If you could flare that out ever so slightly, boom, pull that up on there. But I'm gonna weld the hell out of it instead. But I'm just gonna take this electrical tape and run it around here to hold it in place just because it's so small. I know all you guys are gonna say that it's gonna melt and this and that or whatever. It's a piece of electrical tape. After it melts, I'll scrape it off and I'll be done with it. But it holds my pipe right where I need it to hold it, and I can tack weld everything together. Now, like I said, I'm not the world's greatest welder. I'm probably not even a good welder. Actually, I know I'm not a good welder. Ooh, I just thought about it. These screw holes have to line up in a certain place. Don't screw up, because I almost just did. I literally just thought of that. Like so. Boy, even cutting all that off, it's still close. If I could bend it down ever so slightly, that would help. That's the ticket right there, where those screw holes will have to be. Okay, so what I've done is I just add an extension pipe to that pipe, put it in a 2-inch hitch receiver, and I'm just easily pushing on it. You do not want to crease it. Definitely flatten it out a little bit there. I've got it just about as bent as far as I can. You can see there, which is still going to get plenty of flow because the exhaust is a little oversized on. Now I'm going to tack weld that all together. And something else you got to be careful with when doing this is burning through. This is very thin material. You guys got any pointers for me on welding? Please let me know. And I already know, guys, these are gonna be the worst welds you've probably ever seen in your life. But you know what? It's gonna work, and I can do it myself. And without practice, you don't get better at anything. I'm gonna get better. Not horrible, not great. Ah, maybe horrible. Okay, so I've started getting this buffed out a little bit. This is kind of what we're working with. See how good that looks? Looks like Rice Krispie treats. That's our finished product. I've held it up to light. There is no leaks. And I know, once again, you guys all hate me because my welding's bad. That's fine. And then down. And you can just feed that right up through there, right back around there, and screw that on. And then all those 4 bolts will just go right back on there. Be careful with these, this stuff's pretty soft. You don't want to strip them out. It goes down now, which for some of you may get you where you want to be already. Just shoot it down. But for me, I'm gonna go down and over. Got the tires off, got it mounted. You see, I just ran some tapping screws into that. The exhaust runs right back there. I'll probably put a piece of a sheeting right there, maybe aluminum or some type of heat displacement. I'm going to use this on this side to hook that one down. And then up underneath, you can see normal exhaust clamp. And I've come to this flexible hose. Another clamp's going to go on there. And then I use this flexible hose because I can go wherever I want with it. And then this straight pipe will hook onto that and go right out the camper. So now we're going to cut this hole in for the exhaust. And I definitely recommend using flex pipe, as you can see that I've used here. And we're just going to cut our hole for the exhaust right in here. Okay, so we've got this bracket in here. We're going to try to fasten it to keep the rattle down. Okay, so we've got our band up there, and I mounted it underneath instead of hanging from it, but it's going to do the same thing. It's got an absorber there. Tighten that down, put a hose clamp on it, and we'll be golden, man. Could probably even add a little muffler on here if I wanted. The pole start is to the rear. So I'm gonna take everything back loose and see if I can switch that pole start to where it will come out right here. And then you can pole start it from the front. These are number 10. Everything's number 10. And I did make it where I can still reach a choke right here. But if you're running propane, which primarily I will be, you don't need choke. We'll give it a shot. Oh yes. Got my pull string right here so I can. We've got the outside of our box truck. The exhaust comes out right down there. I routed that exhaust through there, up into the back of the Champion dual fuel, propane or gasoline. And you've got your Champion dual fuel, propane, which I'll have a propane bottle. I'm not sure where I'm going to mount that yet. Right now we're running it off of gas. Down in the back here, you've got your exhaust running out. I'm going to put a piece of steel behind that. And I even flipped the starter, the pull start, upside down. But I've also rerouted the electric start buttons to the inside of the cab. I would imagine a regular quiet mode or something fit there also, which we may end up upgrading to. I don't know, we'll just have to see. But we should have plenty of room in there. We're doing this full truck build on our YouTube page. There will be a ton of information on our website also, so tune into that and you know, subscribe, because you'll see more cool ideas like this one and great welding jobs. We'll catch you later.